Get a good run up. I mean, Dante, you could ride the bear now. You 3 hands.
I could, but it's still not battle yet.
It's not
Oh
bad,
man,
yeah,
and we
that
have
is
no
not-
Elliot to juice you up.
It is not time for combat.
it's-
This is also a formal ceremony, so
Yeah, I don't know what's more formal. Yertle being a turtle, like his normal form, or in an animal form. He doesn't really have a formal form. So these formal events are just a bit awkward.
Hey Dante,
Easier.
hey,
how you doing?
I'm alright.
It's alright.
So you're all led around the back of the church.
Oh no, it's a separate map.
It's a battle map, boys. Get ready.
Oh fuck, we're gonna die.
There
That's
is
not
no
here.
grid.
We never die. We're
I
immortal.
swan dive into the grave.
Freckles has died though. He's missing.
Oh, Hans is back at the house with Elysia. I imagine pecking her right in the eyeball.
Pecking her. Oh, Hans, right.
It's okay, guys. We can't die. We are gods.
What? Doesn't seem like the right place to bring that up.
Don't worry. We're on battle mode. Nothing can kill us.
We're on a battle map. Nothing can kill us. Hang on.
Shh. Sleep tight.
So, like, this disc just kind of follows you as you all make your way towards the grave, and the priest just kind of stands there.
Where magic bed. Invisimarcus. Hey, remember how we said we wouldn't be paying too much attention to chat? That was the thing.
Yeah, kind of stopped doing that. I mean, it's you who pays attention to the chat all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
the
Not
most
us.
attention.
I haven't even. What's going on in there? No, it's just
I
Draco.
can't help it.
Okay.
I mean,
it's just Draco.
I've completed 2 more achievements, guys.
Nice. What were the achievements?
Let me have a look. How all this sets up. Streamed for 25 hours in the last 30 days, which we've done in 4 streams.
Nice.
Epic.
that's an epic gamer moment, right?
So you all gather around the tombstone as this coffin just floats over above it. The priest says, "Did any of you know the deceased?"
Nah.
Everyone just kind of like awkwardly looks at each other.
Yeah.
Shake her head. But if his son is any product of what he was, then I'm sure he was a good man.
That's kind of you to say that. Could any of you help me bury the coffin?
Yertle will nod his head with a yes.
It's
Can
very
Leku like lower the floating disc?
Yeah. It just softly thuds into the dirt.
And dispelled.
Father pulls out 2 shovels.
Oh, dual wielding. Does he start like a Kimbo, like swinging them around?
No, he holds both of them out for someone else to dig.
Oh, okay.
I
then
mean,
then-
Yertle will dig in bear form. Can I get advantage on digging if I dig with one of the shovels in my mouth?
Nah, it'd be better if you used your claws.
Pretty Zoro.
Okay. No, I mean, I just used the shovel instead of my claws. That's what I was asking. better
I'm
for
just
the
gonna
cause than I used
glare
to.
at the fog that seems to be enveloping around here.
Ever present.
So the graveyard layout as you guys walk out into it is there's a small fenced area with this rusty iron gate right behind the church. But you see out around the church on the hillside for miles are more tombstones.
Oh god.
And you see that all throughout that graveyard, the mist kind of like clings and moves throughout it, and it kind of keeps out of this area where the fence is. And right in the middle here, you all see this gravestone that says Marcus Kolyana.
Wait, hang on. Was he named after his dad?
You don't know.
That's...
That's sus. That's sus.
You see there are no dates on the grave. And it says on there, Mayor of Barovia Village, after the overthrow of Matteo Brooks.
Wait, Matteo Brooks?
Wait, was this grave meant for Marcus?
Hold on.
He says, Marcus is, a family name for the Kolyanas.
So the name got passed down then.
There was Mayor Marcus and then Marcus the Lesser.
Oof. To be called the lesser.
I mean, maybe that's kind of how they just say Junior over here.
Maybe.
After
I
the
get to dig it.
overthrow, that seemed like seems aggressive.
Yeah, you don't know what's up with that. Dante, you get to dig in. Does anyone else dig?
Yeah, I'll dig.
I just look around. I'm gonna read the other gravestones. See what they say.
Gale would want to dig.
Yeah. Gale would always
Make
want
an
to dig.
investigation check.
Ooh.
What's the dig check?
There is no dig check.
Okay.
Is this like a Resident Evil, like, puzzle?
Yeah, do I gotta twist them and move them around and stuff? If I take off the plaque and put on another one, do I get a shotgun?
Yes.
Sweet, I come back with a shotgun.
Oh no.
Looking
This is
around,
getting out of hand.
you see a couple of names. One of the ones you see is actually Matteo Brooks.
Oh shit.
Does it look?
Wait.
Does it look
On
like
that
it's been
grave,
buried?
it says, yeah, it's a buried grave. It says father of Drake, Antonio, and Alessia. Mayor of Barovia Village.
Boy.
What?
So those two families have been fighting over mayorhood forever now.
That was Matteo Brooks, right?
Mm-hmm.
The man now is Drake.
Drake Brooks, yes.
Drake's not on
That's what
this though.
he is.
Drake's one of the names.
It says father of Drake, Antonio, and Alessia on Matteo's grave.
That checks out. Okay. I totally thought this was the current mayor's grave, and like, what the fuck's... Okay, never mind.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Looking around, you see a couple other names. You recognize some last names. You see there's a lot of Brookses in here, actually, with various first names that all say Mayor of Barovia.
Oh.
Doing that pass, as you get over here...
Yeah, this one doesn't look buried. This one looks...
you hear this calling kind of come out of the forest, and you see a raven perches on this grave.
Of me.
Careful, the raven's gonna fuck you up.
He peck.
And you see it kind of caws out as you just hear like the shh of Yertle, Gale, and Dante dumping dirt onto this coffin. And you can hear the priest start saying, "Receive the Lord's blessing. The Lord bless you and watch over you. May the Lord's face shine." And as you look at the grave, you see the name Escher written on it.
Escher.
MC Escher.
How do you
Spelled like that.
Okay. That doesn't ring any bells, right?
No.
Escher. No last name or anything? Just a cause of death? Or just nothing of note upon those?
Oh, next to Escher is the last name Woods.
Okay. Escher.
And the cause of death says marched against the devil.
Man, that's what I want on my
Playing
grave.
with a lighter.
Type in.
No, I hear like a click of a lighter every now and again.
I don't know, man.
I
Vaping.
think it's a lighter.
Maybe there's someone in your room just clicking a lighter.
Yeah, maybe.
This is what a lighter would
Sounds
sound
like
like.
it's coming from a headphone though. My headphone. Though.
Some
There we
ASMR.
go. That's yeah.
And no, I don't smoke the ganja. I light incense.
Dante and Leku,
Ooh.
I want you to make me perception checks.
Oh shit.
Seppos?
Gonna get fucked up. We're gonna have to sacrifice someone. I vote we sacrifice the raven.
Yeah, can I try and like animal handle the raven? Like reach into my bag, pull out a
Absolutely.
little bit of bread.
It bites your hand and
Vibe
kills
check the
you.
raven.
Well, it's not a moth, so I trust it.
Just vibe check it anyhow.
Oh shit!
Oh.
I now have a
That's-
raven.
See if you want beans.
Yeah, you want some beans?
You pull out some bird feed you have for Hans. You just kind of hold out your arm, and the raven kind of hops onto it, kind of chirps up to your neck, onto your shoulder. It just kind of very gently, just kind of like gives out a little caw as it's there and kind of ruffles its feathers around. It acts incredibly intelligent. You think just kind of like vaguely knowing your bird stuff as it kind of walks up to you, kind of very friendly, starts pecking the stuff out of your hand.
It seems trained.
Yeah, it seems like very, very well behaved. As it just walks over, very rhythmically starts taking the feed out of your hand. Leku, while Yurdo's currently scooping dirt very quickly with his paws, and Gale and Dante are currently digging while the priest goes rattling on, you kind of just looking around throughout the fog.
So sorry about that. It was an emotional emergency.
Oh
That's
shit.
fine.
Just how it happens.
It's getting very emotional around here. It's ourselves.
Leku, you
Nah,
see off by
I
the
wouldn't say
gate,
all that.
standing in the fog,
Oh,
is the figure of a man.
Uh-oh.
that's never good.
By the entrance?
By the entrance, kind of like off to the right of the entrance, by the gate and by the fence, like kind of like standing just outside the fence looking in. You can't make out too much, but you see kind of like this silhouette of like this dark big hat and this long coat that kind of goes down to his ankles. as he just kind of stands, kind of enveloped by the mist, and just kind of watches. And you can see through the mist a tiny little light at his mouth, this bright orange that you think is like a cigarette or something. And you see the man is just standing there with his hands in his pockets, kind of just watching you guys put dirt on the coffin.
I look over at Julian, give him a little wave.
Do I notice?
Yeah, you notice, but you're still like checking out this bird you found.
Yeah.
Oh, bird.
I guess do I see the silhouette? If
Make a perception check.
like what Leku is showing.
I just point back at the like as I wave, I point back at the entrance.
$22.
You notice him as well.
And look back at the bird, and not really expecting an answer because it's a bird, but he's like, is that you belong to him? As I walk, like he doesn't expect the answer, but I'm going to be walking.
When you start walking kind of closer, the bird grabs all of a sudden a lock of your hair and starts pulling at it.
Oh.
Ow.
In a that way direction, like yanking on you.
Like not the way I'm walking. I stop and look at it.
And the bird starts like frantically, kind of like cawing and kind of like flapping its wings like erratically, like knocking your hair all over the place and
like, is it trying to?
Yeah,
to go towards the guy or away from the guy?
What
Julian is
mood
kind of
am I
like attacking
getting?
you at this point. And
Like,
like as you stop,
he's
don't
had
do anything,
birds.
it's
Like,
still just like freaking out.
can I get like a mood on the bird? Is it like just angry at me for no reason now, or is it like do not?
You don't really know.
Do not go that way. I stop and kind of just still holding up my arm, kind of making sure I can't peck my face, but look back over at the person, see if they're still there.
You look back and you see that the orange light falls as a cigarette kind of like falls from the person's mouth, and you see he goes to stomp it with his foot as he just continues to look into the funeral. And you see the raven at this point just kind of like leaves your shoulder and just flies off into the trees.
I'm not sure about that.
Not sure about that, Chief.
That's sort of concerning.
Being a bird boy, do I know like the symbolism of the raven?
Like, you know the poem. But outside of that, you don't really know any significance that the raven really has that kind of jumps to your mind. You do kind of get the sense, like magically or no, that it was trying to tell you something.
Well, I could have told you that.
Hey Dante, we know you're a bird speaker, but like, shit.
I don't speak to fucking birds. I don't know shit about birds.
What's a bird?
Know they exist.
Oh no.
And you see the father kind of finishes saying, go in peace, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
And the holy doggo.
He says,
I'm gonna walk over to Miriam. I'm not gonna let my eyes leave this figure as I walk around to in front of Miriam.
Dirt.
I'm just like glaring at this dude. Julian's he's tweaking out a bit. He doesn't trust nothing.
Ooh. Instantly snap Yodel back into facing towards the others, eh? Who's just gonna walk off back towards where the amber was? Someone just snapped him back to fucking
Snap
reality.
back to reality.
Snap back to reality.
So, Miriam says, "What are you looking at?"
I rather instinctively move my hand to hold hers, and just kind of quietly murmur, "There's a person at the gate."
Where?
I know. Is he still there? I'm just glaring.
Yeah, he's still there. He's standing off in this direction, in the mist.
Just to the left.
I flick my dancing lights down there.
I cast Sanctuary on Miriam.
All right, cast the spell. Dante,
Yeah.
as Julian kind of says, over there, you look over and you also see the man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Before he sends his lights over, now that I see him, I'm gonna use that.
I can also.
Actually, it says 30 feet. Am I?
Nah, he had a range, Chief.
Fuck.
You spend a spell slot to extend it.
Gale?
You know what I'm doing, right?
Well, I want you to know that when Julian points that out, you don't see anybody.
Well,
Ooh.
that is my.
Can
That's still his reaction. It's the divine sense.
Yodel turn around to see if he spots anything before heading back to the ambo, I guess?
Gale, you have to get closer. It's out of range.
Okay. Well, he's still checking because he's not sure. He'll wait for
Gale,
the others to move.
with your divine sense, however, you detect that this place is sacred ground. It has been hollowed.
That's good.
Did I kind of get that sense when I walked in here? Same kind of feel as the church? Or
Kind of like the
better?
feel, but you wouldn't have any way of actually knowing it.
Yeah. And the mist kind of creeping around it. He felt something was good about it.
Miriam says, "I still don't see anyone." And then, Leku, when you send the lights over, you see that as they're kind of moving, the man, you see he tips his hat.
Milady.
You see the man tips his hat kind of respectfully, and then just walks off into the mist. And when the lights get there, he's gone.
Mm.
Damn it.
I retract my lights.
Gonna go back to the fucking ambo. It doesn't look like we actually have much violence to have here.
No violence, no bear.
Thank you for doing this. I'm sure that if you hadn't been here, his soul never would have found rest.
Damn it! We're still over 3, aren't we? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I want to make? You know what? Yeah, sure. I'm
Okay.
gonna have Gale try to cast a spell for him.
I'm gonna move back then.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
no.
gonna try.
Yeah, this,
Just yell
How dumb
at
is
the
this?
gate as Gale tries to fucking
Very loud.
cast.
God, how dumb is this? Just checking. What do we have with this guy? What do we have with this guy?
What?
Never mind. Yeah, just keep in mind this is a first level spell. I'm gonna try to cast ceremony and funeral rites. I'm aware this is a holy ground, but I still want
he already
to.
did that.
Yeah,
I think that was.
Oh, okay.
Assume that's
Did
what he
he?
did.
Can I tell? So I don't waste the
Yeah,
thing?
you think he actually cast that same spell?
Okay. He would have. Then he will just leave an offering.
You could throw Dante a bar mitzvah with coming of age.
I could, but later.
Later.
Man, I wish I drew a crop. I'll grow some flowers. I don't want to cause a nosebleed trying either, even though it'd be cool. Jordan's very tense. Like his hair's standing up.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yep.
What do you all do?
Well, I guess that's that.
Time to go to the hospital.
I'm gonna
Or
kind
we
of look
can
out
investigate
again.
the church.
Just now, like, stopping from looking at the gateway and see if the raven's still, like, around, like, perched in a tree somewhere.
Since I'm the one that made Marcus invisible, do I kind of have an idea of where he's at any given moment, or no?
Sure.
Okay.
He walks over to you, just to simplify things.
Okay.
You can hear his footsteps.
Okay. I kind of just tell him, if you need a moment alone, we'll be.
He says,
"Yeah,
I'm fine. We can go."
all right, gang, we're rolling out."
You might want to take a picture for Irina, perhaps, just so she knows. But that could be weird. I don't know. As I look for Raven.
Man, I guess I pull up my iPhone 12 and
My iPhone 29.
What? Come on, it should be at least 69 if we're doing the 9s.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Do you think they'll be compelled to have to skip that model? Or like,
They might. We'll see where we get in like 200
Yeah.
years.
We'll get there. Like one day, like Alien 69 has to come out.
Maybe they'll double down and like put a bunch of hearts on it. And,
Right?
Like, make it have like a rose petal design. Have like a bunch of candles built into it.
For Alien?
It plays the saxophone whenever you open it.
yeah, it plays fucking Careless Whisper.
You're never gonna dance again. These guilty feet ain't got no rhythm.
Dante, go ahead and make a make an intelligence check to take a picture. It's a pretty average picture.
I squat down next to it, throw up some gang signs.
Shouldn't that be like a wisdom so you can see it properly? I guess that makes sense.
I did not.
Did you really?
No.
Jimmy?
I'm looking for the bird, seeing if Raven's still.
You trying to persuade the bird to come back?
Oh shit! I thought it was perception. Take one, if you would. I'll reroll. Oh.
You can hear some distant caws of ravens. There's actually multiple. But you don't see it anywhere.
I grab a fistful of bird feed and kind of slap it on top of the, the gravestone. Leave a snack out for him.
Dante, you can hear Marcus just walk past you to leave while you're all standing around it. Julian, you see no bird comes.
I don't know, that was once you realise birds ain't coming. Like, once everyone's leaving, I definitely leave too. Realising now I'm probably, like, squeezing the hand a bit too hard, but did you just go into my bio? A sword shift.
What are we talking about? No.
Paranoid, I'm sorry, I'm accusing everyone of everything. Once upon a midnight dearie, it's a good song, so. Escape the memory of phone call and what you said. Yeah, he probably realizes he might be squeezing her hand a bit too hard, but like he's kind of weak, so like
He's a weak boy. It doesn't matter.
looks a bit embarrassed, but you know he feels safe.
Got back.
Oh, they're lacking behind. Oh no.
So you all head back from the graveyard back to the church. You're all just kind of stalking, leading the way down the gravel path. And as you all get to the side of the church,
Radius on your freaking on yours is
Yeah,
so
dude, it is 60-60. It's a chunky boy.
big. I'm just trying to select my fucking lantern, and I keep selecting yours.
Oh yeah, the radius 2 selected it, yeah. I thought you meant like the actual light it gives off.
as you walk past the side of the church, Gale and Yertle, you hear from the church this kind of like soft little like thump thump thump. And then all of you hear the sound of chains rattling from inside the church.
Chains rattling.
Yeah, like this frantic like movement of like chains rattling. It's something like someone like slamming against a wall. And Julian and Dante, you see the priest's eyes kind of go wide. And then he immediately goes to like neutralize his expression. As he kind of like very slowly starts kind of making his way forward in front of all of you.
Yell's gonna try get inside the church now.
I'm gonna step
like-
over the
like-
church.
Like a cartoon, like you could see the shiver lines crawl up Julian's body.
So,
Yeah, look at Gale, I'm like, you heard that right? You took...
yes, I did. One sec.
After you hear it, it goes quiet.
Gale is going to press himself. Will the priest stop me from getting close to the door?
Well, the door's like all round.
Yeah.
Yeah, the door's like down this way and then all the way around.
Someone please open the door. It has handles. No!
Yeah, that's what I mean. So,
As I
like,
go
would
I
they
came back
stop
to
us
like
from approaching?
follow the I follow Mr. Frank Donovan.
Like, does the priest stop us from approaching? That's my important question.
No, the priest goes in.
Okay, well, as soon Gale's gonna head over, and he's also, just to see, is going to cast Divine Sense when he's close enough to where he thinks the sound might have emerged from. Never know, double down. Always double down.
Whoa.
Gale, you detect the presence of two undead within 60 feet of
Always
you.
double down. Yes, okay. Gale draws his sword.
I look concerned.
There are two undead inside. we might need to murder something.
Were they both from inside?
Were they? Good question.
Could one of you please get your bear out of my church?
I'll just kind of. Hey, buddy.
No?
No.
Is that an acceptable answer? Is no an acceptable answer?
There was chain rattles, man. We had no.
And now there's undead that I clearly
Yeah.
detected.
And
I mean,
Wait,
are you
yeah,
announcing
undead?
this to them? Yeah.
Yeah, did you not hear me? Gail said there are 2 undead.
Well,
there.
yeah, but you know,
You detected
I'm not
them.
sure if in character voice.
Oh, okay,
yeah, you don't really have a different voice. That's
Give me a second. Okay. Shit. Okay, well, I can't do voices.
That's
It just
absolutely-
seems so like calm about it. I was like, you telling me or Julian? Like,
He's telling the party. Well, he draws a sword. There are 2 undead down there, so, yeah.
Are you saying this loudly?
To the
Yes.
party. He's not gonna say it super loudly.
I mean, Donovan's in the party basically.
What are you?
yeah.
Why do you have a sword?
I detected undead down there, so I'm just being safe. Do you have anything you want to tell us?
You're like rapidly clicking on him to try and kill him.
No.
No.
Um,
Sorry,
no.
panic.
Sorry.
Sorry, when I'm nervous, I click a lot. Like, genuinely.
Sir,
Look, shut up!
your bear.
Other people click hands. I click my mouse, okay?
No, like I just imagine Gale saying that instead of you.
Fair enough. Actually, yeah, that would be funny.
Yertle, the priest kind of goes over to this door, kind of starts like gently nudging you to try to like direct you to the exit.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
You start pushing at it, and it's very closed.
It is very close.
Can I try bite the handle to open it?
Don't bite the hand that feeds you, boy.
Well, it's
He
not
kind
a
of like
hand.
pushes against your nose, like stopping you from doing so.
Dante, please, bud, help me out.
Something tells me you're stronger than the old priest.
Yeah, I'm way stronger than the old priest.
Dante and Yertle, you both hear very faintly coming from behind that exact door. Father!
Shit.
Father!
The first door I want to search has the thing.
Oh boy.
I'm starving! And you all hear that last line.
All right,
And Dante and
That's
Yertle, you
a-
see the priest's face goes white.
Okay.
That's a no bueno, my friends.
my gun is drawn and out. in the-
Yertle's bracing his greatsword, ready to just
The
barge
priest
through
moves
the
away
door
from Yertle and goes
instead.
up to you, Dante, kind of putting his hands up. He says, "Please, don't hurt him."
It's a
What you
bit
got
late,
in there,
bud.
father?
Don't hurt him. So,
Dante,
okay.
make an intimidation or persuasion check, your choice.
Let's
Yeah,
see
you
what's got a
best start explaining, buddy.
hundred-
And I kind of give Dante advantage.
You give Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I'm gonna save them for potential
I'm gonna
fights
do
with undead things. Once upon a midnight area.
That's my son.
Are you going to explain any further?
elaborate.
My son, Dominic. He ran off with the mob.
The?
It was a few years ago now. He was turned by the devil.
I see.
So is the devil a necromancer that can turn people into undead? Or what is the can you elaborate?
Well, so
further?
right now he's only talking to Dante. If you want to engage. You have to like go in.
Sorry. Yeah, Jail's going in. He detected the undead. He heard that.
Oh yeah,
This
I'm,
is a-
I'm in there, but kind of just making sure Miriam ain't in the line of fire.
Yeah, this is a kick down the front door scenario for
Still
Jail.
mainly talking to Dante. He says, he was turned by the devil, and I have to keep him in there.
Okay, just real fast, like out of character here. So, as a person, I know that the devil is Strahd, but in game at this point, do we have enough information as these characters to connect those dots?
I think we've been told that people
no,
refer
Mad
to
Mary
Strahd as the devil.
Has described the devil as Strahd, and then the Vistani described the devil as Strahd. Mad Mary did not say his name.
Stani did.
Yeah, the
Vistani
did.
told you his name. The devil's he's just that's what people call Strahd. This guy is a priest. Maybe he's talking about actual Satan. You don't really know.
Okay.
But you would know that the devil could also mean the governor, from what you've heard about this place.
Okay.
And he continues to say, like, looking to all of you now, he says, "You can't go in there, please."
And how? What's he? What is he?
He feeds on other people.
He is an undead.
Yes. He is.
And
Undead.
he's conscious. His soul is still has enough control over his body to maintain vocal, at least. This is not a normal undead guy.
Maybe like the nurse?
He's cursed. Please do not
Is
go down
he-
there.
Is he a vampire? Sir? Is he?
He says, yes.
Fair enough.
So he's not a zombie or skeleton.
No.
As far as I'm aware, actually, has Leku heard of vampirism? Like how vampirism works?
Only here and there, and mostly like about folklore.
Hmm.
Leku wouldn't even know that vampirism is like
A disease or like stuff. It's just a form of undead.
Yeah, you would have heard, especially with your knowledge of undead, but
Well, if it's like any form of undead I know, there's no way to revert the process. He is closer to death than any of us, and the only way, if he's suffering, the only way to put him out of his misery is by completing the journey.
no,
So you're suggesting we execute him?
no, you
I
mustn't.
mean,
No,
Wait, you're keeping an undead on sacred grounds.
this isn't sacred grounds, the graveyard.
That's why this place
He's
feels
my
weird.
son.
He's my son.
I have to save him. I can't kill him, but I can't let him roam free, or he would kill all of us.
I've read the books. I've read like vampire stuff, right? Julian's.
He's read
watched them
Twilight.
movies.
It's not as widespread as it is in like our modern day, but like the legends and like folktales still exist. You wouldn't know vampires are real. That'd be kind of like a
But with Julian's dealings with undead and how he venerates them, would it be possible that he researched it because of that?
You wouldn't know what's true and what's not from vampire lore.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean,
But you
he's
would
probably
know
now
about
just
them,
realizing, oh shit, it could be real, just like zombies being real. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, can we, what's it called? Would Dare know anything of interest here?
You
Fine.
wouldn't even know about vampires either. You would know about various forms of undead, and once you hear vampire, you'd connect, oh yeah, that's an undead.
But no details.
No details, no.
Okay. Dale was turning his voice. Okay. Do I know they at least suck blood?
Jesus.
Because it's weird not to know that.
Yeah, no, you definitely know that. You know the basics.
Okay. So
You
are
know,
you
like you know sunlight is bad, they suck blood, they're not gonna die unless there's a couple like vague weaknesses, but you don't know what weaknesses are D&D ones and what ones are like
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, that's
Fine,
why Julian's got the garlic
assume,
and a lot of it.
let's assume we don't murder him. Let's just assume.
Let's
If
murder
you're
him.
gonna keep him around, why are you not? Are you at least gonna feed him? I know how that sounds, but there's no way that rambling is because he's been fed.
The issue is, since he's in this state now, he'll have no control over how much he takes. And anyone you feed to him will die.
We do have a bear, but you realize we could just find an animal, right? Like one that none of us care about, and just give it to him. Or we could give him, blood in a bottle. Were there blood packs in the
Are we discussing feeding a vampire right now? Is that what's happening?
Someone should have 3 full plastic bags full of blood right now. That should be a thing.
Can I?
Huh.
Sure. Gil has
Yaddle's
it.
going
I
to
don't know.
try barge through the door now.
Make a strength check.
Thank you. 15.
Oh, easy. You burst up, blow the door to splinters. And the priest goes, "No!"
Unlike you guys... okay. Unlike you guys, I actually want to know how the hell he got turned, and some of the things that he would know from being
Please,
in the mob.
stop!
But it's a bit late.
I would like to research him as well.
Researching and talking to him are something different, but sure. We're on the same page-ish, like you, so I agree with that.
I just want to see him.
Gail
I mean,
walks in as well.
would Yaddle
the
know
priest
what
looks at like
vampires
kind of like
are?
the broken open door and says, "I have to. We must repair it. Use your magic, please. He can't escape."
What
We are
would
not,
Yaddle know
we are
what a
not going
vampire
to let
is
him escape, don't
by
worry.
chance?
Yeah,
Actually.
I doubt
guaranteed.
you will.
Yurtle, you wouldn't.
Wouldn't. All I know is this undead, and undead have broken a natural cycle, thus need to perish.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So
Then
he needs
perish.
to fucking perish. And then
Can we
there's
at least
these
not
two
talk?
numpties like, we should research and
No!
talk to them.
Well, hey, Gail is
Good
all for
talk.
murdering him after they talk. Like, he's not saying that out. He's not saying that out loud. Gail fully
Yeah.
plans on purging this thing after they talk to him. He's a paladin, after all.
Yaddle going straight for the purge. Press that exterminatus button.
Dante, this guy grabs your sleeve and says, "Please, he's my son.
There's nothing in the room.
He's still alive."
So,
So,
He may be alive in quotation marks, but until we have more information on him, we cannot bring him back to humanity.
Father, by virtue of him being a vampire, he is no longer alive.
can get behind what Dante's saying.
Dante, that kind of like makes him pause, and he just kind of like looks at you, and he just says,
He's at most right now a walking husk of knowledge. I would like to
I can't
understand
kill
what
him. Please. Without him, I've nothing left.
There's ways around that.
Oh boy.
We can't. He's an undead, so as long as we meet his requirements, he's not going to harm anyone.
You don't understand. If you go down there, he'll kill you. Or you'll kill him.
Well, we can be a bit more gentle. Guys, let's just talk about this a bit more. Yordle!
Blackie, Yordle is a bear right now. He can't talk, and I have a fear. Oh, he can't. He's not willing to listen to reason. So. I fully approve of listening to him, at least.
Please,
He's not safe, but you're putting him through torture.
You are essentially taking a starved child and training them against their will, but then they can't die because they can't die from starvation.
Like, we could get Elysia and put an opening through the door where you would be able to pass blood through.
Or we can just
we can set up a system to help him.
Lucky, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. That is perception. I almost put perception.
Same.
Persuasion. That is terrible.
Oh, God. Can I help him for advantage? Because I am making points too, and I have the blood bags.
You do not have the persuasion skill, so you cannot.
Ah, damn it!
Can I purge undead this vampire?
You see this wooden trapdoor that has all these chains wrapped around it.
It's the one thing stopping each other getting at one another.
He says, if I feed him, then he'll have no choice, but it'll mean I'll have to accept what he's become.
Well, it's better to...
He's already this.
Well, if you
there might
accept
be a way to save him.
Even if you do save him, you shouldn't be torturing him in the meantime.
Yes.
I know if I was him, I would punch you in the face the second I'm free, regardless.
Can I try to break through their chains and,
I'd rather my son punch me in the face than drain the blood of hundreds of innocents.
There is a difference. You are... Ah!
He has a good point. I like this guy.
Hang on.
Look, we're either going to get some reason, or we're purging him because I have his sword and I want to stick it in something right now, and it's not going to be you.
Children, please get out of my church and take your bear with you.
I try to break.
You have no right to be here.
We have no control over the bear.
We have
then
zero
I'll call
control
the
over it.
police.
There you go, Pipsqueak on us.
What's Pipsqueak gonna do? Come up towards you and I'm like, dude, I know it's you. Get the fuck out, please. Just leave. Can I try to break through the chains?
You can use your sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my sword, yeah.
Make an attack roll.
Sweet, sweet.
Boy.
7. Fuck.
Make your second one.
Second one.
If I hear, like, the first big, loud, like, blast against metal, I think that, like, kind of snaps Julian back to reality. As he's kind of just been, like...
Yeah, you hear this huge clang, and the second clang as this blade is driven into these chains again and again. The priest goes, no! And kind of runs forward, but kind of, like, blocked by the two of you. He kind of steps back, and you see, like, he moves around you and goes over to this door. And starts fumbling to open it.
Shit!
Roll the damage on your second attack.
Nearly max.
You break apart these chains, just slashing and slashing again through them as you just burst them apart.
Can I twist out and kind of shoot off a sacred flame in front of Yertle? I'm just trying to like flash him. Not trying to hit him with it, just trying to like stop him from
flashbang
messing with the fucking...
There's a blue and pink flame that appears right in front of you that kind of causes you to leap back a little bit.
Well, cock my head around and try to see where that came from.
I'm gonna be glaring at you. This is not a kind glare.
Yertle would be shooting a look of the thing must be destroyed type look.
Can't swing my arm at you. And I'm like, don't act like the animal you are right now, Yertle. We talk things through, or we're all gonna go insane and end up murdering each other.
Gonna give you the look. All undead are abomination.
If that was you down there, I wouldn't go in there swinging a sword.
Must purge the abomination is the third look.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm finding this too funny.
If there is a way, we should find it before murdering someone's kid. And the thing's not going anywhere, so we don't have to rush into anything.
Julian and Lekka, you can hear in the other room, you can hear a radio crackle to life. And you hear sort of these digitized, like, tuning noises as he starts twisting the knobs on this analog radio he set up on this little desk.
Look, if he's not listening to reason, first things first, we should either convince him or do something about him.
I turn around and I sacred flame his fucking radio.
Trying to destroy it?
Yeah, just trying to blow it up in front of him.
Alright, go and make a sacred flame attack.
Oh,
spare the dying, the radio.
You just stand on the trapdoor so it cannot be opened upwards.
He jumps back as the radio starts burning, and he kind of like swats it, and then he kind of grabs the edges and throws it onto the ground as it kind of like half smashes on the ground as the flames kind of start like burning throughout the radio. They don't catch on the wood because that's not how sacred flame works.
It's only cantrip.
But he starts to, like, trying to pat out the fire, ending up kind of like smashing the radio. And then he kind of looks up at you and he says, "Why are you doing this?"
Turn back. I'm like, I damn sure hope if I get turned into one of those things, you don't give up on me that easily.
Yeah, I was gonna give you a look like he would never allow that to happen.
Julian's tearing up at this point. He's angry and sad at the same. He's done. Too many emotions.
Yertle, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be standing on the door, so if the fucker tries to bash on it, there's a bear on it and he can't lift it up. But he won't be trying to open the door.
And just grit through my teeth. Just fix it.
Yeah, it'll go into fucking normal form and start mending the chains back together.
He's just shivering with adrenaline right now.
Yertle, you mend all the chains back together.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of all just standing back here, as the priest kind of regards all of you.
All right, well, I'm gonna wait in the car.
Welcome back to us, Yertle.
Lecky, whatever your opinion on undead is, it's fucking retarded. And Yertle's going to start fixing the door he barged open.
Yeah, just a couple quick mendings, just fix it right back up.
I yell from outside, you should fix the radio too.
Yep, on
Miriam, the radio's beyond a couple sending spells. Mending spells, I mean.
Did kind of blitz
I mean, I'll mend it more than just a couple. I'll sit there for like 5 minutes mending it.
So, kind of going through my like these freak out moment before you got snapped back to reality, like, would Julian have heard that, like, if you kind of blitz the head honcho, all the other lads under the vampire unvampire? Has he heard that before?
You have no idea. You could kind of reach that conclusion yourself, maybe.
I feel like just out of desperation he would.
Yeah, like that makes sense. Like you killed the first one, and then everyone else goes back to normal.
Or fucking dies.
Yeah, but you know, I mean,
Like the Lost Boys, or whatever that movie was called.
yeah. Like I've definitely heard it, but I don't know if that's true in D&D at all. But you know, like,
It's good that you don't know, but
yeah. Guy takes a few deep breaths and kind of turns to Miri and it's like, "You're super smart. Have you read about these things?"
kind of holding the lantern, she kind of shakes her head. She says, "I know from like books and things, but
Right, but it kind of makes sense. Like they can, like vampires, like charm things. That's why Gertruda, right? Like he could have done that.
do we think the governor's a vampire?"
He is considered a devil.
Well, there's no real way to know unless we've met him, I suppose.
Explain the
I think
vicious
we should-
attacks on the mansion and like.
I think we should just leave. Everything. We should just leave everything. We should get out of here.